So, where to begin? Great episode, great series, and one of the best series I've seen since I started doing this in the past 3.5 years. By far one of the best series I've reviewed. It's been amazing to watch such good writing, and I'm definitely gonna have to go watch Just Because and Sakurasu no Pet for sure, since they are all the same author. Fun fact for y'all out there. But yeah, the sequel. You know, a lot of you guys may have come just for the title. This is getting a sequel, and I'm just gonna announce it right here, right now. It's getting a sequel in a movie form. The movie, I believe, it's supposed to cover volume 6, 7, or 5, 6, one of the two. It's one of the two. I know that for a fact. But it is a sequel to what we just seen, and I'm hearing that those volumes will be. They're going to be hard on us viewers, I think, for the Mai and you know, Sakuta relationship. But this is a hard video to make. I'm not going to lie. This is not probably going to be one of my best works. It's going to be hard because there's so much emotion. But if I don't talk about it while I'm emotional, per se, maybe the video won't come out as genuine. Maybe it won't feel as real. And I'm all about realism. That's why I don't cut my clips all the time. And I know some of you guys appreciate that, actually, because you like the realism of it all. But the first thing I had down here, man, I mean, Sakuta not being able to accept what happened, accept who Kade is, you know, accept, you know, just his sister constantly changing who the hell she is. Seeing him breaking down was just, we never seen that before. We don't know how to react to that because we don't know how to accept the strong Sakuta, the one that's solving people's problems, the one that's been through hell and back. We don't know how to accept him as a viewer, to, you know, and see him like this, see him broken, see him crumbling, you know, and it's really crazy to see that go on after we've gotten a backstory. You know what I mean? I mean, this guy is the foundation. He is the central axis of the show. You know, everything revolves around him. He is that person because he's been through it all before. And to see him not be able to handle what's going on now is just heartbreaking. Oh, man. But the music does a great job of setting that tone and atmosphere as well. We'll say that right now. It does a phenomenal job of doing that. But other than that, though, I'm glad that they actually shared the perspective of Kade, because Kade, her perspective, I've not gotten those vibes. And it almost makes me want to tear. It's making me tear up just thinking about it. I've not gotten those vibes since ReZero episode 18. If you have not seen ReZero, it's a must-watch show. It's my favorite show. And the scene right there, when she's just kind of laying it all on the line, it just gave so much characterization to a character that's already gone, and that's emotional. That's really emotional because who knows if we get that person back? Who knows if we get the Kade that we know back? The Kade that poured her heart out in that diary about Sakuta and how Sakuta would regret what's been going on, how she wants to savor the memories for the time she can possibly savor them, maybe, which ended up being correct. She didn't have long to keep those memories. They're all gone now, and that's so impactful. That's good writing. That's phenomenal writing. And I know I said I wanted this show was already in my top 10, maybe 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there. But with a conclusion like that, I think it's only natural to put the show beyond that. You know, I think this show belongs easily as in my top 6. You know, right now I'm gonna put it at 6. I'll just sort out the other shit later. But this is my 6th favorite show of all time from what I've seen through the, you know, I will not forget this show. I will not forget the scene to where Kade pours out her heart. I will not forget the scene to where Sakuta pours out his heart. I will not forget the scene to where, you know, Futaba accepts who she is. I will not forget the scene to where, you know, Nabu and Mai get over their, you know, one, the inferiority complex, and the one just being the stubborn sister that needs to learn how to accept what's going on in her other sisters' lives and each other's lives and get over it. I won't forget that scene. I will not forget the scene where Kade remembers. I will not forget the scene to where, you know, Sakuta breaks down. I will not forget the ending scene to where Mai and Sakura make up. That's too special to forget. That's too good to forget. I mean, other than that, though, yes, it's sixth. I know it's sixth on my list. I mean, My Hero Academia is usually that number 5 spot, I think, but it may have to move aside as well. So, other than that, though, this is such a hard video to make. Whew, man, I need to gather myself. So, whenever I'm seeing Shoko, I want to know who Shoko is, right? Is it just a figure of his imagination? You know, the older Shoko came back, but he can't get a hold of the middle school Shoko. Who is Shoko? Is she really real? And if she is real, how come she, you know, if the middle school one is her, how come she came out of nowhere and was just hanging out with Sakura and Kade? Whenever Sakura didn't even need anybody there for him. If it is a figure of his imagination, it should only be you know, she should only be there in the times of anguish, the biggest times, the biggest moments of anguish. So it makes me wonder, what's the deal with that then? So that's interesting. Obviously, we're not supposed to know now. I want to see what's going on in the movie. The movie is actually coming out next year. I know I should have mentioned that at the beginning of the video, but I apologize. Hopefully, you made it this far. But I believe she's in the cover art, so I believe we will see her again. And I hear that the next movie is supposed to rip your heart out. And I hope to God what Sakura said, in which my Sakurajima is definitely real. But when he's like, "Is this a fantasy?" He started second guessing himself. He's like, "Is Mai a fantasy? If Mai ends up being a fantasy, my face will just go through this desk, dude." I mean, no, it doesn't seem like that at all. I mean, she is famous. She's supposed to be famous forever. You know what I mean? She has a little sister. She has other people that know who she is. So, I mean, it's just I don't think that's foreshadowing. I just think that was adding to the atmosphere. I don't know. And by the way, I don't know if I'll read comments because I'm not here to get spoiled. If you want to write a spoiler, type spoiler and hit the enter button and make me have to hit the drop tab to know what the hell you're talking about, because I'll be so upset if I see something like that. I'll try to read through the comments, but I'm not sure. I'm not guaranteeing you I will. But other than that, though, the scene to where they're making up, though, too, you know, you kind of want that kiss, but you get to see that reenactment of who they are as characters. You get to see, you know, Mai pinch his cheek. You get to see that, and that's cool. You know, that typical little kind of passive-aggressive thing she does, romantically playful thing she does with Sakura is pretty cute. It's pretty cool to see. And seeing Sakura fall, you know, him and his, I guess, somewhat lustful self fall for it. Thinking he's getting the kiss, going for the kiss, but she doesn't give him one. It's pretty cool to see. You know, it's not that cliche that we want. You know, kissing isn't necessarily cliche in anime because we don't get to see it all the time, and we only get to see it at the end maybe, but it's that cliche kind of thought we put in our own heads during our rom-com romantic genre in general, and it's pretty cool to see us not get that. We're just kind of like, oh, okay, we accept what we get, right? But it's kind of cool that we don't get the cliche we want in our own minds. But yeah, the music of that scene is just amazing too. So Kade's going back to school. I mean, what's going to go on with the mother, you know, when's she going to get better? There's just there's so many more, you know, variables to the story. Who is Shoko? You know, what happens after this? This feels like a total conclusion. What's to come in the future volumes is the question. What's to come in the movie is the question. And if I had to illegally stream that just to get my hands on it and review it for you guys, I will gladly do that in this case. There's certain shows you don't wait for. There's certain shows you get your hands on when you can get your hands on them. And that is absolutely this show. American licensing, subtitle licensing. Better get your heads out of your asses and learn how to make movies come out quicker in subtitled form, for sure. I mean, if I have to go to a movie and watch it, I will, but I'm not playing games. I need to watch it. I need to get it in my system as soon as I can, man. So, man, this is a good show. This is special. I'm putting this ranked 6th on my list, man. But you can't forget the show. This is a show, I was drawing my pen. This is a show that you won't forget, you can't forget, and you have not watched it yet. Go watch it, because you're behind. You're getting left behind. You're missing out on a show that could easily be considered best anime of this year. Yes, I know My Hero Academia is great. Yes, I know Attack on Titan was great. I know quite a few people like Dalian and Franex. I know it's kind of split opinion about the ending. I understand that. I get it. I totally understand. but this show is just as good. So, I mean, with that being said, though, I guess I should end the video. I mean, I don't want to end the video. I want to keep talking about it, man. I can't believe it's over. Well, you know, definitely leave your thoughts down in the comments below, guys, about what you thought about this show. You guys have been hexed. I love you guys. I love the show. This show, you know, if there's one thing I can say, it's not just about adolescent syndrome. And I watched this in Giga's video prior to watching this, and it really resonated with me because I was thinking about myself in certain aspects. You know, who am I? Have I accepted who I am as a person? Do I know who I am? And it's funny because the answer is no. I don't totally know who Hex Competitive is and or Rashad is on a realer kind of note. I don't know who I am. You know, there's people in their 30s. My teacher told me this is really weird. He's like, you know, sometimes you won't necessarily know who you want to be when you're 18, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60 even. He's like, I'm 35, I'm, you know, late 40s, he's saying. He's like, I'm just about to be early 40s, late 30s, and I still don't know what I want to truly be and or do with myself. I've done some things with myself, but I haven't truly embraced what I want to be yet. And it's really cool to see things that happen during adolescence really carry over to adulthood. And Giga stated that in his video, and wow, has that ever resonated with me? Has this show ever resonated with me? And damn, this show kind of hit too close to home in certain ways. So, as always, guys, I hope you guys loved this series as much as I did. If you didn't, then you need to find what good writing is, because you don't got a clue. I'm sorry. But I'm sorry. Even if you're one of my close buds, you need to go figure something out. But this show is special. It deserves all the credit it's getting. It was that good. It was that special. And it deserves every accolade. And it's not overhyped. It is not undervalued in the least. You know, as a matter of fact, it is so loved, especially here in the Midwest. It may be undervalued even. That's how good this show is. So this show gets the highest marks from me. A+. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I know I don't want to leave it at that. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Wow. What a great way to end the year.